Hi, good morning, everybody. It's just past 7, what, 38 in the morning on today is Monday, October 6th, 2025. Um, just thought I'd pop in really fast and put out some stuff that came in to me. And so please remember that I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient, so everything on my channel is entertainment purposes only. Do your own research on things and form your own opinions. If you'd like to support the channel or have questions, um, contact information is down in the description box along with everything else. And yeah, this morning I was going through the normal things I look at, and yeah, some crazy shit is kicking off. Well, last week we had Yom Kippur, and we saw what happened in Manchester, England, and now today at sundown, another Jewish holy day thing is kicking off. Sukkot, Sukkot. Go ahead and Google it. It's kind of like a harvest celebration, and people put up like little gazebos in their yard and stuff, and so they can be outside and see the stars. Hi, Samantha. So it's during Sukkot, we're going to have some really more crazy as shit happening. And it starts today at sundown. So already I'm looking at stuff, and some people are coming out and making noise like the typical left-wing Hollywood idiots. I mean, Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane is continuing her bullshit. Well, I remember family members saying that her daddy, Henry Fonda, was one of the biggest communists in Hollywood to forever. And his daughter Jane, Hanoi, what she did in Vietnam, is the tip of the iceberg. And she doesn't even realize that she calls, our democracy. Hey, Hanoi Jane, the United States is a republic. And another idiot that's making headlines is Richard Gere. I mean, both of those should be put in the re-education camp called Gitmo. Both of them need to be re-educated in what America is supposed to be about. And they're also making noise. I mean, the stupid priest down on the south side of the city, Michael Flager, is making noise again. And along with the current Pope Leo the 14th, people need to remember that the Pope was raised in Dalton, a south suburb of Chicago in Cook County. And that area was diehard Democrat. So it just goes to prove that the Roman Catholic Church, the current edition of it, it's not what it used to be. It's now part of the Soros plan to destroy the United States. And yeah, the current Pope and all these radical Catholic priests, they're saying, this and that, but in reality, they're part of the Democratic government shutdown that's been planned for months. And they're saying, we want to provide health care to the illegals. Hi, Lisa. But this planned shutdown has been orchestrated by George Soros. They say, he can't be that bad, he's Jewish. No, he's actually one of those that helped to round up people for the Gestapo. He survived the war by turning in others. That's what Soros is all about. Soros hates the Jewish community. He's one of those evil guys. And he's like helping the Democrats, underwriting them, because they're claiming free health care for the illegals. But in reality, what it is they're providing the health care for the Islamic idiot army that was brought in. I mean, here in Chicago, it's getting nasty. I mean, and across the United States, all the good local law enforcement is being told to stay away from the ICE agents and Homeland Security. And you see all these protesters. Well, they're actually being paid by certain factions to go in and upset ICE going in and getting rid of these people who've come into the United States illegally. What ICE and Homeland Security are focusing on are the Muslims, the Muslim military, that started their invasion during the faux flu. And these radical Islamic military members, they've entered the United States through pretending to be something else. And like I've said before, and if you do your own research, you're going to find out that the jihad Muslims, they lie to get what they want. So they lied to get into the U.S. And the radical idiots, the left-wing communist Democratic Party, has to provide military care, housing, and food and stuff for the invading army that wants to destroy America. And people like Brandon Johnson and that dude that's running for mayor in New York, Gavin Newsom, and the idiots up in Portland, Oregon, yeah, they're telling the good police to interfere with ICE. But what it is that we already have, people say, oh, we're going to have World War III. Folks, it already started. And these altercations going on in cities with these sanctuary cities, and look at what's going on in the UK and all over Europe. The Islamic invaders are causing problems, and there's little skirmishes all over. People are already, Chicago, I would say, is a battleground right now. People who live in the city are on the front line. And it's not, quote unquote, let's get these people and deport them. But we're witnessing on the news, and that's being posted all over the place, those are the first, it's a military battle happening right now. We're at war against the evil Islamic invasion. And that's who our enemy is. And everyone has to stand up and fight against and get rid of these people. And the people that are causing hassles for ICE, they're paid. They're paid members of the Islamic military trying to destroy America and destroy the Great Britain, the UK. They go after any country that is a Christian, Judeo-Christian country. They're trying to destroy it all. And it's going to blow up. It's we're going to see some stuff, especially there's going to be a lot of skirmishes during, I mean, they always kick off during the Jewish holidays. We saw that on Yom Kippur, but they're going to really cause more issues in the next week or so. Sukkot starts today at sundown, and it runs till sundown on the 13th. So be prepared. Be careful. Watch what's happening. I know some people who broadcast out of other countries. Allegedly, they're having lots of technical issues, so they can't broadcast. Hi, Star. What's really happening is there are quite a few content creators that they put their stuff up on YouTube and BitChute and other media platforms. Well, not so much here in the United States, but in the British Commonwealth countries, because they have that stupid law. And the people that are telling the truth and exposing the evilness, their internet connections are being watched. And in order to save their own skin, they're going offline. They can't be putting things up because they may end up being put away at the king's leisure, if you know what I mean. So we need to be careful, those who are in Europe and the UK. Yeah, my email is down in the bottom, in the box. If you have things that need to be said, if you're finding out information, I have no problem coming online. It might be middle of the night for me, but I have no problem letting the world know what's really going on. And yeah, they've got that Shabana Mahmood. Yeah, she went on and was yakking. Oh, I'm not going to let my religion. Bullshit. Her Quran tells her to lie to get what they need. She's a liar. Same with Sadiq Khan. So with every Muslim who has gotten who has stolen an elected position throughout Great Britain. We've got Somali idiots that need to be kicked out of the U.S. And you're going to see here in the U.S. the people who, they call themselves Democrats to get elected. But in their hearts, they're conservatives. We're going to see more and more people like John Fetterman and Bobby Jr. rising to the top and telling the world what the game plan is for the left-wing Democrat Party and how they want to destroy America. We're going to see a lot of things happen, like I said. Sukkot kicks off tonight. People, hey, don't put up your gazebos, because that provides them with a target. I hate saying it, but you do have for this, I'm saying for 2026, we're going to have to hide a lot of we're going to have to keep our faith private unless you've got something to protect yourself with. And something that I told one of my contacts across the pond, ladies, go and get a travel size can of aerosol hairspray. You can keep it in like your handbag where it's easy to grab, or your coat pocket. And you can spray it in somebody's eyes. It'll stop them for a while. Yeah, I see some newbies on, Ross and Lady of the Lakes popping in, and Gay. Yeah, like I said, I've been getting information from friends across the pond, and they're saying they're having internet issues, but they know if they go up to say what I've been told, they'll have Met Police knocking at their door. At least here in the United States, we do have freedom of speech as long as you don't make threats against people. But we are going to have more and more issues in the area, in the blue states that have all the sanctuary shit. And the fools that you see on TV, they're being paid. And those aren't just little skirmishes. Those are planned attacks against federal law enforcement personnel. They're planned attacks. We are actually, it's an undeclared right now, but pretty soon, I mean, Donald has said, get these assholes out of our country. And they're fighting. And we've already got open battles here in the US. There's open stuff going on in the UK with that digital ID stuff in the UK that they're going to try to put in. Remember those ID cards that Hitler and his minions put in. It's a way to identify the people. Hitler did it with putting a big red J on people's ID cards so they knew who to toss in a boxcar. Well, they want to do the same to get rid of the Muslim government in the UK wants to know who the Judeo-Christians are so they can target them. Don't. You've got to fight in the UK to destroy that that ID nonsense. Here in the US, we need to stand and support the men who are gathering up the member of the Islamic Jihad military to get them out of the US. And they're going to try, for those who are following the Jewish holidays right now, be very careful, because the 5-time-a-day idiots will be causing hassles and will be going after more congregations. And you will see it's starting to go eye for eye. They went after the synagogue near Manchester. And then I saw a news clip where a building that those idiots go to pray 5 times a day was up in flames. Because the 5 times a day idiots, they're going around France and Germany. It's not making the big news, but they are trying to burn down churches. It's time to enforce laws and regulations banning them from their stupidity. So this is what I wanted to put out today. I am going to post the link in for a couple minutes in case anybody needs to pop in and ask any questions. And okay, the link is in case anybody needs to pop in and ask questions directly. But yeah, we've got, I mean, even still, we've got the NFL getting, the National Football League is getting ridiculed because their choice of Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl game. Yesterday, the other day I had to run to the store to pick up something. And one of the ladies in the store is really nice. We've chatted a few times when the business has been slow. And yeah, she was born in Puerto Rico and now lives here in the mainland. And I mentioned, hey, what's with this Bad Bunny stuff, she goes, "Oh, that idiot? They don't like the people in Puerto Rico, don't want him around because he's a slime ball." What she's called him, I can't say. But even the people in Puerto Rico don't like him. And you can see how left-wing our National Football League has gotten. And a lot of things will be happening. Folks, be cautious during Sukkot. Starts tonight through the 13th. Those over in Europe, UK, Aussie that are watching this, and if you have Jewish neighbors who did put up their gazebo, please be watchful. And if you see something stupid going on, help to protect, or you're just as bad as how do I put this? I mean, the Germans were bad when they were going through different areas liquidating the Jews, but the Ukrainians are worse, which means some of the hometown people may be worse than the Muslim army that's invaded all our countries. So, like I said, I just wanted to pop up for a few minutes, get this out, and I appreciate everyone who's watching on the different social media platforms. So, everyone have a good day, and those across the pond and other areas, if you need something to get out publicly, let me know, and I'll pop up real fast to relay the information. So, thanks everybody, and I'm not making public my schedule. I'm doing what I want when I want, and it'll drive the evil ones crazy. Everyone have a good week. Stay safe, and ask for a bubble of protection around you, and ask for your guardian angel to make themselves known. Bye-bye.